So once you reach this step or this point, so now what we are going to do, we are going to do some subdivision here. So first of all, hover the cursor at the edge of the plane and press R to create subdivision here. So you can keep it like a square. So I'm going to keep here, and now I'm going to select the face by pressing A and right click on it and subdivision. Fine. And now you can increase the number of or increase the number of polygon here. So just like this. Fine. I can keep this. Yeah. Now what you need to do, you have to select some vertex here. So just select the vertex mode and select two or three vertex. Hold the shift to select multiple vertex. Now enable the proportional editing. So just press G and just move it like this. Fine. And now you can press G to move like this. Fine. And now you can zoom it a little further and select these vertex and press G to find. G. Now what you have to do, now you can do more duplicate, or you can E to extrude. So you have two options to create both side. So just press A to select all and shift D to duplicate it, or you can press G and X. Let me do it, duplicate again, and G and X. So you can press again A and shift D to duplicate, and now you can move it backward. So you can press, or you can G to move, G, or we have to disable this proportional editing. Now let me do it again, G to move it, and G and X. Fine. So you can keep anywhere here. Now you can see both end. Now you can create a vertex, edges around this to make a thread. So how we are going to do? So first of all, what you are going to do is, so now just select the edge mode now, and select the edge loop here. So you can choose one by one, but it will take lots of time. So you can press Shift Alt, and you can see it selected all the edges here. So similarly, Shift Alt now. Now you can see. Now press Control E and bridge edge loop here. Fine. And now just press X, and delete only edges. Fine. As you can see. Similarly, what you have to do, you have to select all these edges here. So to see more clear, you can enable the viewport mode. So just select this one, and now let me go back here, and now I'm going to enable selecting mode. Just press C and just start selecting all the vertex here. So first of all, let me, yeah, now you can start selecting. So you can press C here, or you can just select the edges that you want to. So you can select all the edges that you want to select. So just below, fine. And just again you have to press. You can see it is selected all the, yeah. Now what you have to do, you have to press again Control E and just select bridge edge loops. So it is now selected all the, and just go back to this mode and press X and only edges faces. So it will create like a thread. Fine. So now I'm going to create a bridge loop front at the front. So like I should have the front. Uh, I am going to join these part as well. So first of all, let's go back to, or we have to check which from which age we have already we have created our bridge loop. So this one from this age, fine. So I have to select this one, fine. And but before that, guys, I should apply this modifier before doing this, fine. And now let's back to the edit mode again. Now I can see both the edges enabled, and now I'm going to choose these control. First of all, let me select this one and control shift control, fine. And now similarly just select this vertex, sorry, hold the shift button and control shift. Now you can see both the parallel vertex has been selected, and yeah, you can choose this one as well. Now just press Ctrl E to add bridge loop here, and just press X and delete all the faces. Now you can see it has created a vertex edges here. Now what we are going to do, so we are going to do the same thing at the back. So just go back to, and now again we have to select the edges here to create bridge loop. So just select and fine. And now press Ctrl E to create bridge loop here. Sorry, I just selected one more edges here. Let me select it again. fine. And now I can press Ctrl E to create bridge loop and X to delete faces. Fine. Now we are done with this. Now let's check our model with the. So what you have to do is we have to go to our physics property. Fine. So yeah, first of all you have to select the body or the character that is affecting, that will be affect. So go to this mode and just select the body or just body. Fine. So just go back to the physics property and make sure that you have added the collision here. So once you have the collision, now you have to set some value here. So you have to play with these values to make it compatible with our characters. So suppose this should be around uh, 0.020, fine, and this should be around point 200. So point 2 you can keep, fine, and this value or all the other values are fine, fine. And so now just select the pant here and go to select this cloth, fine. Now you have to change some value here as well. So just don't worry about these things, it will get better later. So but before doing or adding the cloth and physics, you can press Ctrl A and select the scale, so it can adjust accordingly or according to our body. So now you can add the cloth here, and now you have to change some cloth quality steps. So now you just have to come down and go to shape and just enable the sewing and keep the value here 35 and shrinking factor at 0 0.1, fine. Now you will see there is lots of gaps and it is not simulating correctly. So now what you can do, now just scroll down here and enable the, first of all just enable the self collision here and keep it to 1 again. First of all let me set it to 1 frame, and now just set the distance 0.002 to decrease the gap in sewing, and again just set it 0.002. Now we can hit the space bar to see the solution.